Hello, hello, folks. Okay, there we go. Oh, hello, people. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Monday. Fola here. Thanks for joining me live today. I see there's some people already. Hi, Dora King. Oh, I didn't realize people could like comment prior to a live even starting. I guess it makes sense. The video, it's commented. Yeah, happy Moon Day to you too. We're gonna do some like card pulls and all that stuff today, and kind of just tune into like the energy. Hi, Willow Tree. Yeah, welcome back. So yeah, let's get into it. If you'd like a card too, you can let me know in the comments. I assume you're both here. You're both gonna want a card, so it's still like that. And we'll be here for about an hour or so. We'll just see kind of what's needed. But of course, to start us all off, let's just tune into a few deep breaths together, sinking ourselves here in this collective. No matter where we are in the world, isn't technology a beautiful thing? So just allowing yourself to have eyes opened or closed and just notice your body for a moment. Just noticing where you are in space and time here. And together, beginning on empty lungs, we'll inhale to the count of 4 and pause at the top. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold. And exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. Hold. And exhale. And just continuing that pattern. If you feel like extending the inhale or the exhale, you can do so. Just allowing yourself to go inside. Connecting to the breath. That breath which is life. The Holy Spirit. Really, this is all that there is. And your body does it naturally, and we can connect consciously to it as well. It's really allowing the lungs to fill on the inhale and relaxing the shoulders down on the exhale. And together we'll meet again at that empty lung space. We'll inhale. Hold. And exhale. And just allowing yourself to come back. Open eyes if your eyes are closed. And yeah, let's do some cards. Okay, Dora King. Yeah, let me know, how's your week been as well, folks. Nice to see people here. I was at a like women's retreat. I've been in this like kind of like program or whatever collective group for the past year. So this is our last like meeting, our last for this point, I guess, until obviously, like nothing ever really ends. Just transitions into something different. It evolves. But yeah, I'm feeling like a lot. Yeah, so much like gratitude for this past year and for these women and the beauty of community and recognizing kind of what wants to show up in my life, what I want to let go of. Oh, a couple cards here. Okay, Dora King. So we have the King of Swords that came out. Then we have the Tower, that wonderful burning away of things, and the Page of Swords. Okay, so lots happening here, looks like, with air, with your thoughts, the crumbling down of systems. And it might feel like it's like a step backwards for you. I want to encourage you to surrender to the fall. We got the card failure. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. So yeah, you know, maybe the thoughts are really going right now for you, Dora King, around like, oh my gosh, yeah, these things I've done or whatever. I feel like this has shown up for you before. I'm sorry. Let me start asking people to give me like specific questions. Otherwise, I'm just tapping into the same energy. But you know, you'll get something different each time. That's the hope. But it's like, it's not really, the failures aren't really failures. They're just opportunities to learn. And there's something I think about softening the fall, you know. Ooh, okay, I'm seeing something here. Things coming up. I'm ready to let go. Yeah, okay. Yeah, letting go so that something new can come through. My week was nice. My flowers are blooming. Ooh, yeah, I love spring, summer. I guess it's coming to summer now, isn't it? That's awesome. It is very enlivening to see that. So Dora King, like, just, yeah, okay. I was watching this movie, Woman Talking, and it's about, I think, like Hutterite colony, these women who have been like sexually abused, all this horrible stuff that was happening to them. And it's based, you know, we know this stuff happens, but it's based on kind of like an imaginative story. And I don't really want to like ruin anything, I guess, around this, but there's one scene where like someone jumps out of a building. And it was like, watch the movie. It's on Prime, Amazon Prime, if you have it. Maybe it's on other streaming platforms. But it was interesting to see how the like creators of the film turn this action into almost like a humorous experience, you know, like very humorous, actually, thinking back to it. But noticing the two people in the tower who are both falling, and you know, not one of them isn't staying in the tower while the other one falls. Like they are both crumbling, right? They are both having to like let go of the structure that was existing there, that was holding, that was maybe seemed safe. It is really much a fortress. Like, look, it's up on like the top of like a cliff, no doorway, like it's only windows. How can anyone else get in? But is that really like a home? Is that really like a safety? And there's something about the surrender. And I just want to point here, like, I mean, I'm seeing this as a woman and this is a man. And, you know, not that saying the men have more challenges or not, but like, I'm seeing this person, this aspect here is like, oh my God, like looks very fearful down. And this one's just completely like surrendered back. So which one are you choosing to be in this moment for yourself, Dora King? You know, the tower, yeah, the tower can look scary. Oftentimes people don't want it, but what comes after the tower? I'm asking, but, you know, I think it does come after the tower. But it's kind of like what comes after that is like the opportunities for beauty and next life and experience. So as much as it might, you know, and it might seem like in all this, it might be a backward step and your thoughts might be really challenged. The encouragement for you to go into yourself. We have the crumbling here. It says, what are you clinging on to? Oh my God, exactly. Look, it's like a fucking tower right there. How eerie is that? So what are you holding on to? It looks like they have nothing else but to fall and escape, the woman. Yeah, you know, and like, look at this image here. We have that, again, we have that fortress, right? We have the fortress. Sorry if the camera's not really, there we go. And in the back behind the walled fortress, the crumbling stone is this beautiful image of like possibility. Like, look how beautiful it is. We were talking about flowers blooming. It's like anything and everything. Maybe there's something you can do about planting a garden that could be supportive. You know, I've been thinking about this, like how we constantly can like be seeking outside of ourselves for something when in reality we have it like here right now. We just have to really be in it more, experience it more in the way we're doing it. So like, and I say more meaning more consciously. So it's like, oh, if I want like a huge garden in my backyard, then I start with like but all I have is like a small like section of garden. Don't keep thinking about, oh, it needs to be so much bigger and it's not, and wow, that's a loss or a lack. It's like, no, like right here, this garden that I have, like, look at it, it's beautiful. And then it starts to like evolve more and more and more. So that crumbling, what are you clinging on to? Let's see if there's anything else that wants to come through. I think there was something that came there. We have the Philosopher's Stone. Powerful manifestation of wishes and goals by harnessing universal energy. So I was saying going inside, I really do feel like that point of meditation for you, Dora King, can be supportive because it's going to help you to connect to what you want. It's going to bring more clarity and ease to the thoughts and like the center line, which I'm seeing with this, like beyond all the chaos of the tower, it's going to be, and you see the lightning too, right? It's still a storm, just like in the other tower card. It's going to open up this portal of this energy. So powerful manifestation of wishes and goals by harnessing universal energy. Throwing the cards all over. I'm just going to ask you to breathe into this image of the Philosopher's Stone, this symbol here, if it will let you. Hi, TNM. Thank you. Yes, I got my hair done, folks. It's nice. I don't have to do my hair as often. There we go. So sending that image of the Philosopher's Stone to you, Dora King. Seeing how the circle was within the square, within the triangle and so forth, it just continues the cycle. I'm going to give you one of these. I have these Marina Abramovich method cards. Very interesting lady, artist. Some people really don't like her. I think she's like a weird Satanist and shit. She just has had a weird life, and she's a sorceress for sure. She thinks outside the box. Not a bad person, in my opinion. Gonna pull a card here. She has this method of ways on how to reboot your life. So let's just see what you maybe else can be of support for you. Some of these cards can be very intense, but do what you will. If it's even, if it says do this task, this really challenging task for an hour, do it for 5 minutes, Oh, 2 came out for you. Let's just do the top one. So here is the card. She's an artist. She has lots of interesting art and lots of interesting things she's done. But this card is listen to nature. So for 1 hour, Dora King, listen to nature. Find a spot in nature, wear a blindfold, and sit undisturbed for 1 hour. Listen. Which is interesting. I find anytime I'm overstressed, my thoughts are like, or my body's feeling anxious, which was happening earlier today. I think too much coffee, probably. Put like a huge scoop of coffee in the coffee. I find wearing a blindfold so beneficial. I want to bring this more into the world too. I just feel there's something with it. But for yourself, Dora King, I said, close your eyes, meditate, but here you go. Listen to nature, find a spot in nature, wear a blindfold and sit undisturbed for at least an hour if you can, and listen. If it can't be an hour, that's fine. Okay. Hi, Andrew. Yeah, happy Monday. Welcome. Sweet. Okay. Well, Dora King, I think that's it. You got some things you can look at, and we'll move on to Willow Tree. Willow Tree says, I just have these long pots on my upper porch. I don't have access to the ground. That's totally fine. I think that's awesome. Container gardens are like, I think the most successful garden I've had was a container garden on like an apartment balcony. We had like lettuce and like I took a what do you call it? Like a trolley that we had, and then somehow attached these like 3 tiers of pots to it. And grew a bunch of lettuce and actually that was super neat. I was impressed with myself. I'll have to maybe reconsider that. Okay, willow tree. Yeah, keep growing. I think we need to really be tapping into our ability to grow plants and things and feed ourselves, nourish ourselves. Willow tree. Even flowers though. Flowers are gonna be supportive. And what are the medicinal properties of a lot of flowers? Ooh. Okay, we've got, what is this? I think the 3 of discs. We have the lover. No, 2 of cups. That's kind of like the lovers in my opinion. Oh, so there's like some partnership thing going on here, Willow Tree. And And it's like, I'm seeing it like collaboration, like seeing eye to eye, working together with a partner, whatever type of partner that is, and the moon. So the Three of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, and the moon. It's interesting to me because in both of them, like in all of these cards, there are three. We have like the masculine and the feminine in some form, and then we have a third in which it's like they are kind of gazing at or somehow connecting to with the moon, this like lion gargoyle thing with the caduceus, I would say, with the snakes, and then the person like the mason who's doing the work of building the temple or whatever the place. I'm assuming is a temple because it's like a monk. Here they have like a blueprint. So there's a blueprint. Maybe it's even the masculine aspect that has the blueprint. And this doesn't even have to mean another person. It can be an internal relationship with yourself. But that reminder of how the masculine aspect of the self can hold a blueprint to what wants to be created. We need the masculine aspect to carry things out and to do. And yeah, it's interesting because then, and I don't know, I mean, maybe it looks like even like the woman's holding the blueprint, but I get it more from the masculine. We have here too, the masculine's like reaching for the other cup. Is it the masculine's giving the cup? Or is he going to take the cup? Maybe there's some views you have about how the masculine takes and it's been toxic in the past. And then here we have like in these two animals. Oh my gosh, come on, lovely camera. If I make sound effects, maybe it'll do something different. Anyways, it's interesting because this one here has like a red eye and it's faced in a way that it can see the water in this crab, and it can also look there and look at this aspect, which I'm seeing as the feminine. And this feminine has its back to the harm. So, it's like, so there's lots of things here. There's lots of things I feel like are kind of symbolic in this card of the distraction to the moon. And maybe that's also like the feminine is so intuitively connected to the moon, right? To these other aspects spiritually. And the masculine kind of gets torn between both worlds. And so can't really fully like commit to that intuitiveness, but yet there's a purpose. It's like a protection for the other animal there. So anyways, I'm just speaking that. Do whatever you need to do with that. Let's pull some of these. There's definitely, I need to read what you're writing. Oh my gosh. Oh, I see the masculine and the masculine and the feminine. The masculine. I didn't take masculine today. Yes, my ex was the masculine and took and didn't give anything. My child. Not following what you mean by that part, Willow Tree, but yeah. And this I think is a part of a lot of folks' journeys is having things taken from them, whether it's a man or it's someone who has that like kind of toxic masculinity, or it can be ourselves in some form of this giving and receiving not really being in balance. Ooh, which I'll share. This phrase has been on my mind this whole weekend. It kept being said, and it's like the idea that receiving is giving and giving is receiving. The two cannot be separated. When someone is giving something, like I'm giving you this reading right now, you are receiving this reading. You cannot have one and the other or just the other. They both have to exist. So same in this kind of energy. He gave me my child. Okay. Yeah, I see. So, and giving someone a child, like, was he able to also give to the child, or was it like he gave you something that required more energy that was taken from you, Okay, and then we have this card, blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being. So even though all those things happened, it's easy, it's easy to like want to put blame on another or on ourselves or on some other third party or whatever. Just really tapping in to that any blame that's showing up for you. Okay. I'm almost seeing like this here, this Cancer is like that blame. Okay. It can be the like toxic, harmful part that whatever. But, you know, then checking here in the middle, the caduceus, that's what I see when I see this card. You know, we could tie that to in the story of Moses with the, whatever that thing was called, the I can't remember the name of the snake on the copper rod. Maybe it'll come to me. But it was like the reason that was created by Moses, being directed by God, was, and whoever was the ones building it, I think they were like gold workers, was that the Israelite people or the Jewish people were being attacked by snakes in the desert. So God's like, okay, we'll build this copper, I think it was copper actually, copper snake. Anytime anyone looks at it, they will be healed. So there's healing that can happen. Okay. I don't want to blame. Yeah, you know, blame only really impacts ourselves. So just knowing, okay, whatever happened, I had a part to play in that as well, and that is okay. Doing the best I can to heal that part and to let go of the past. Learn from the past might be the better term, because, you know, it's not to like say you're going to completely forget about it. But yeah, we got lots. And know that you're being provided for, okay? Like, though all that energy might have been taken by this harmful person, you're being provided for by the hand of God. And I'm saying that because of the yods, these little light sparks everywhere. That's like yod, one of the letters, and it represents the hand of God, like giving, actually. We have Star Mother. How can you mother yourself? So if all these feelings of blame, things are showing up, you know, with a kid, it can be hard to sometimes give to yourself that reminder for you to connect to the Star Mother. Even ask her, like Mother Mary, or whatever form of a mother that you know, Yemaya is one, and like the Yoruba tradition, other sorts of traditions. Yeah, there's so many different ones. You could connect with her and let her nourish you and receive. Like the masculine and the feminine are wanting to give to you. And it's really what I'm hearing with this. And with that giving, you'll be able to really build up your wealth, what you're creating in the world, and your well-being, because we have well-being. It said in that card, but I'm seeing now with that line of the caduceus and the cups, your intuition and so forth. We have the Trinka 5, manifesting money and income. So sending that symbol to you if manifestation of some finances or something that you would like to create. You can just breathe in that symbol, those numbers, the 5, the 5, and the 5, and the power that comes with that. So let's see, Willow Tree. Ooh, it's a truck. Ooh, okay. Oh, it's interesting. This card's come out even for the last one, but I went with the top one. So I'm going to go with the top one, and maybe we'll save this one for everyone after. I don't know. So the Marina Abramovich card that showed up for you, Willow Tree. Explore a space without use of sight or sound. Oh, look at that, another blindfold. In an enclosed space, put on a blindfold and earplugs or noise-canceling headphones. Move slowly and explore the space. And I love how, like, this truck is moving right now and it's so loud. So if there's been a lot of noise around you, Willow Tree, like, try and dedicate it doesn't to do this for an hour. I know that's a long time. You know, even if it's 20 minutes or 15 minutes, maybe multiples of 5 would be ideal for you, considering the 5s are in that Trinka 5 card. But yeah, go somewhere, blindfold and headphones or earplugs, noise canceling headphones, so that you can cut out all that stimulation. Okay. There's a lot of entities for the mother. Yes, Mary is one of them. Yeah. I think that's why they put this lovely Mary, Mother Mary image. Look at her loving herself. Okay. So yeah, I hope that makes sense. I'm just going to share this card now because it's come out twice, which is interesting. This one's drink a glass of water as slowly as you can. Maybe this is something everyone wants to try, or whoever's listening feels called. It says multiple times throughout the day, you want to repeat this task. Okay. It says, pour yourself a glass of pure water. This one's kind of hard. Like I find it hard. And observe the liquid for as long as you can. And then in slow motion, bring the glass to your lips and drink with the smallest sips possible. In slow motion, return the empty glass to its place. So like you're like as long as it takes you to slowly, like, you know. And I've tried this a few times where it's like and slower, where it's like a good like half hour before drink a glass of water. And I find it very challenging to break past the just, you know, but it brings on this different state of awareness. So just sharing that one. Okay, Dora King, I hope that, or sorry, Willow Tree, I hope that it gives you some guidance of whatever. Yeah, maybe that one's for you too, drinking a little slower. You know, nourishing the body, really connecting with what the water is showing us and how it nourishes us. So, speaking of water. Okay, TNM, hello. We'll do you, and then probably Andrew, if Andrew also wants a card. Hi, beautiful me, love. If you'd like a card, we can get you one as well, most likely. Yeah, these are Marina cards are really interesting. I find. Okay, TNM. We have the Hermit. So if there's some isolation that's happening, it's really so that you can shine your light out. And maybe you're finding yourself in more places where you get to share your wisdom with others, share what you've learned over your journey, even when it's been maybe really challenging. We have the 5 of Wands as well, and the 5 of Pentacles, or discs, or whatever. I don't know. I feel like I've changed the name of what I'm calling these all the time. Yes, of course, beautiful me, love. So something here with 5 for you. So what do we have? 9, 5, and 5, 19, 10. So there's a completion of something, I feel, that's happened in the starting up anew. And I find it interesting because these 5 of Wands, like, I don't even know what these people are doing in this card. It's like, I can hear sound effects of like, kind of like, hey, 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 like people like hitting these sticks, having fun. Though we could see it almost too as like, is it fighting or what is it? Like, it's not. It's almost like it's like a artsy collaboration I'm getting a sense of here for some reason. I'm not really sure what I'm getting. I'm feeling like confusion or something. Let's just pull one of these. So we have grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. Okay. Which here in this 5 of, let me show you. The 5 of discs, it shows these 2 people who are kind of down and out, wandering, and they're passing underneath this window of like a church, I'm assuming, that has the abundance, has the brightness, the safety, potentially, and yet here they are outside. So if you have had a loss, TNM, of something in your life, maybe there is fighting happening, or it seems like, maybe it was like, maybe there's a confusion because it's like, well, I thought family was supposed to be like together and like hurrah and whatever, but it's turned into like a dispute. You know, like sometimes this stuff happens with like funerals or the loss, and then like families trying to go over the will, or like figure out where it's all going to be divided, and obviously then there's like a grieving of the loss of the person who's passed away, or the job, or the house that burned down, or whatever. And And then there's the loss of the lack of support from the folks around, you know, and it can seem like down and out as you wander. But I just want to encourage you that like this kind of isolation and separateness, really like the hermit is just guiding you, that it's really leading to more wisdom. Okay. Connecting to spirit, connecting to the light inside of you in sanctuary. If there's like a church or something that you were going to, maybe you stepped away from, or some religious group, I wonder if there's something there for you to reconnect with, because that might actually be helpful. It's not going to leave you feeling down and out. And this might even mean you need to find a new place of congregation. Yeah, okay, I'm going to read this. Please, if you have time. I always enjoy lurking. You always use that word, Andrew. I don't really know if it's lurking, but yeah, sure. Okay. Oh, thanks, beautiful love. Oh, I'm like totally missing all these things. I've been looking into Mayan astrology. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, I have a really cool Mayan deck. I don't use it very often because I'm like, don't understand all the concepts of it, but there's something about the Mayan tradition. Yes, we'll get to you, beautiful me love, as well. Ooh. So TNM, we have the initiation. Okay, yeah. So this is all part of the rites of passage, the initiation of you into that like next level of after the hermit, entering up into the higher arcana, like of the major arcana of the deck, right? Like it's like past all the physical stuff and the mundane into like the really profane, right? Is that the right word I want to use? Anyways, what does it say? Rite of passage, crossing the threshold. I don't know if you can read that at the bottom. Yeah, okay. So you've been feeling stuck. But let's see what this card has to say about releasing that, as well as the Marina cards to support. So yeah, interesting. We have the Tree of Life. Okay. True wisdom and making good choices in life. So and it's interesting because this Tree of Life image is actually looks like the Star of David, which is also in the lamp of the hermit, if you can see that. Oh my gosh. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. You see it's like literally the same. This is like the Merkaba. So I would encourage you to connect to that star inside of you. Literally, it exists in you and around you. Oh, we got a card here, I think. Oh, we got the same card for you. Lots of blindfolding stuff coming here. So you got this explore a space without use of sight or sound as well. So for 1 hour, TNM, in an enclosed space, put on a blindfold and earplugs or noise canceling headphones and move slowly. This one says explore the space. Did I read that to the last? I don't even remember that part of the card for the last person. That's weird. So in an enclosed space, put on a blindfold and earplugs and move slowly and explore the space. That was bizarre. So there's something there. There's something there about like you connecting to that 6 or 8 star in your body and learning to explore your space. And I believe like this is going to show you your energetic potential and who you are, and support you with whatever that desire to get to the next level. There's going to be like some like sharing of so many trucks outside apparently on Monday of yeah, like that inspiration from spirit, that the light that's going to guide you. Okay. Yeah. Like trying to tap into something outside the 5 senses. Yeah, I like how you said that, Willow Tree. Exactly. Like, okay, thank you for saying that, because this is what was showing up more. It's been showing up more and more lately for myself, and happened again today as I was doing my this course I'm in, and we went into the meditation portion, and sometimes I get like images or visuals, and other times I don't. And like this message has shown up, but today it showed up so strongly. And it's like, oh, I get so caught up on how things need to be in like the seeing and the hearing. Like, and then I want that to show up in like meditation or energy work where it's like, oh, I just want to be able to see things so clearly and to remember what I'm being shown and get messages that way. But it's like what I'm learning more and more is like, no, like I just receive energy. I feel things and I'm able to really feel it. Like I legit feel the vibrations. And it feels so good. Like, honestly, it's like amazing. It's very blissful. And it's like that is in itself information. Energy is information that's coming in, sharing. And then once that vibration's happening, it shifts us into like that alignment, into the thing, the place, that next level. You know, so there's something to be said about closing the eyes, tuning things out, not seeing, not hearing, so that then the energy. And there might be anxiety that shows up first. Okay, feeling that and then seeing what that transforms into. So yeah, ooh, thank you for that willow tree. That'll spark me with that next part. So yeah, wherever it's gonna lead you. I don't even know where I'm putting cards. I'm thinking I'm mixing them all up here. These two decks look so much alike. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, sweet. Okay, TNM. Yeah, all the best. You know, sending you some positive, light energy, whatever, so that you can gain a little bit of momentum and patience at the same time for your life journey. Okay, Andrew, we'll do cards for you, and then beautiful me, love. Andrew. Desperately need patience, something like that. You can ask your question, beautiful me, love. I will get to it after Andrew. We try to kind of go in like an order for the most part. And I don't think I've seen you here before. So in that encouragement in future, I'll try my best to put it on YouTube as a notification, but if you subscribe and hit the notification bell, then you'll be updated on like future videos. And usually every Monday we do these lives. So for Andrew, we have the King of Swords. Oh, that came out again. The Page of Wands and the Emperor. So there's a lot of like, I'm just seeing a lot of ruling energy here. Ruling energy, but also being in the place of the explorer, venturing out into the unknown. Leaving the throne, leaving what you've known, being willing to go out and look, and be, dare I say, uncomfortable in the learning so that you can really come out as that like ruler. Yeah. So that's exciting. And pointing out that there's this transition from like the need for protection or the sword as like the warrior, like our attack, to this wise cross wand in his hand, the scepter of that. And it doesn't really need to do anything else but just to like rule from this place of like a balanced wisdom. Okay, well, it's that one. Humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. I'm seeing that with the Page of Wands, is that like adventuring energy. And there's like a Buddha in the middle. You know, I think the Buddha left his, whatever, I can't, Siddhartha, was that the Buddha's original name? I could be wrong about that. Oh, okay, I don't know why that's there. But the Buddha left his like wealth and everything he knew. He left the throne so that he could go and wander and become like the wise enlightened being that he was. Imrama, where are you being called to journey to? So where is it, Andrew, that you're being asked to maybe step off the throne that you've known and put down the sword and go out into the world and be that explorer? Yes, beautiful me, love. We will get to the Dark Knight question. I like that. The last two readings you gave were incredibly focused on feminine energies. Yeah, they were, hey? There's a strong sense of balance coming through. Yeah, it's an interesting point because the humor can definitely be that. Humor, adventure, having fun, engaging in like whatever. We have here healing, the true healing True healing of the mind, body, and soul. So maybe this is the balance you speak of, is that concept of healing. I wish I knew what the symbol was. I don't have the book here yet. I'm going to have to get that from my friend. But you can just breathe in that symbol, Andrew, and connect to the healing that's going to support you with taking those steps, looking out into the horizon, being trusting and having fun to trust spirit wherever it's guiding you to. Okay. Well, let's do a Marina card for you. Let's see. Yeah, there are 4 letters. It looks like Farah, or I guess maybe it's backwards for me. Afra, or whatever that might be. I'm not really sure. Okay, let's go. So we have this card. It says for 10 minutes. Isn't she so intense? This lady, I'd love to meet her. Seriously, I'd be like, let me come like do some work with you. I think Lady Gaga actually went and like did this whole method with her for however long. I think they're close and kind of weird together, but yeah. Anyways, so this is interesting, Andrew. And I've never really understood this, maybe because my hair is like not really like something I can play with all the time. But it says release static electricity through a strand of your hair. So pinch 1 or more strands of hair between your fingers, starting at the root. Pull upwards strongly, moving fingers up and off the hair without ripping. Repeat action with different hairs and do this for 10 minutes. So I assume you're like going like this and then, you know, like it doesn't really work with my hair that well. but like going like, and grabbing a few strands and do this for 10 minutes. So releasing static, so releasing the energy of electricity through the strand of your hair and see what happens. It's interesting. She's so weird. But there's something there that might be supportive for you as you go. My hair is past wavelength. Okay, good. I was sure. I'm like, oh, like, you know, someone's like, oh, I'm bald or something. I don't know. Or I have my hair like I do. There are challenges in front of me. Letting go of old ideas about myself feels like a strong possibility. Yeah. She has a song out. She says, dance with her hands above her head like Jesus told her, that it made me laugh. Yeah, that my kid loves that song. That's that like from that Wednesday show. It's an interesting Bloody Mary. It's called Bloody Mary. Oh, it's funny, Mary. Mother Mary. Yeah, okay, Andrew. Well, yeah, wherever it's going for you, these challenges, the difficulties letting go, you know, just inviting you to just trust. And if humor is going to help you, like listening to like comedy shows or whatever, just lightening the mood as much as you can, being playful, I think that will support, because it just eases like the tension of needing it to be a certain way, or, you know, wanting to know how do I go. But it's like just like the Fool, you know, like seeing that page there of wands, like just kind of being in the desert, not really sure where, like, you know, you really are in an open, vulnerable place, but just trust that it's taking you to that emperor space, the ruler. Beautiful me. Okay. Yeah, you're welcome, Andrew. Yay. Thanks for being here again. Okay, beautiful me, love. I think I'm going through the dark night of the soul. So I just want to know where the universe is taking me. What's coming next? Ooh. Okay. Yeah, it is. Oh, thanks, folks. Yeah, I enjoy these. It's fun, you know, coming on here, seeing people, new people, familiar people, and connecting on this day. I enjoy my Mondays. I'm trying to keep them light, nice and light. Trying. I am keeping them nice and light for the most part. Well, let's see what beautiful me, love, has going on with terms of this dark night of the soul. So we have the 6 of Pentacles, 6 of Discs. What else do we have? We have the 10 of Wands, and we have 10 of Wands, and we have the Fool. So beautiful, me love. You're obviously on a journey. You got to let go of the things that maybe you were carrying and pushing so hard. And this happens in the dark night of the soul, speaking from personal experience and spiritual emergence. And then here, yeah, 6. My video is like backwards, so I'm seeing 4, but I'm like, but there's not 4 pentacles, there's 6. The 6 of Pentacles. It's interesting in this card. The story is like, well, there's these 2 beggars asking for money. This guy here has money in his pocket. This guy here doesn't have anything, and he's receiving from the universe. And this one has the scale above his head being judged, like being judged and not receiving, because it's like, well, dude, you already have red money in your pocket. Like, why are you asking for more? So the judgments that might have been held of who has and who doesn't, who really gets to decide? I don't know, right? I mean, ultimately, again, like I said earlier, giving is receiving, right? And if we're hoarding and carrying all these things and creating a burden for ourselves, we aren't able to go out onto the journey. So what wants to be let go from your life? When you can let go, it's like you can receive more, okay? The Fool is in the card, the deck, tarot deck, about like the beginning of the journey. And the Fool's journey, like the hero's journey, it goes in a cycle. That's where all those major arcana cards are. But it's the start, and it's like really having complete faith and trust. Like, look, he's just carrying just one little bag on a stick. He's about to walk off a cliff. He's just in like complete bliss. He's trusting the universe. The card also reminds me to give a tithe. Yeah, we have to give to receive. 10%. I totally believe in when you get paid or given money or something, give 10%, and that you'll like, and it's not just give so that you get something back, but it's like, it's allowing the flow to continue. Yeah. So I like that. Baby's daddy. Oh, interesting. Yeah. For your story. So there's that part, beautiful me love. Let's see what this card says for your journey. Yeah, I think it's like you're holding, usually, when I went through my dark night of the soul, this was many years ago, like it was like major depression. I'm surprised I didn't end up in the hospital, honestly. That would have been the next step if I didn't like actually get help from my friends who observed what was happening. And what it was I was in a place where I basically was in university and I was studying. And at that point, like, I just was not happy. I was away from home and like moved international and so away from my family. And I was like, what am I doing? Like, I just wasn't really impressed with like schooling and wanting to do that. And I'm like, I had these other thoughts of like, let me just go and travel and like experience life and learn about myself. But I felt trapped. And I remember telling my parents, like, I want to do like this other thing in my, they're like, no, you can't do that. My dad's like, yeah, like adamant, like, no, you stay in school. And it was really hard, but like learning to let go of the things that aren't really necessary, especially if you're hoarding or gathering so many things. So like physical items, that could be helpful. It's easy to hoard things. And I have to tell my kid this all the time. Like, you don't need to keep everything. When you can let go of things, you can receive new things that actually align with you. Hi, DMA. I'm sorry I'm late. You arrived precisely when you needed to. We'll try to get to you if you'd like a card, and then we'll be wrapping up in like 10 minutes. Okay, beautiful me love. We have the card Acceptance. I'm learning to accept the things that I cannot change, which is very much what it is. Like the Fool's going, like the Fool can't make that cliff not be there. He's going to have to step and see what happens. Going to have to take the jump. Self-confidence, strong belief and a sense of worth. So this is stuff that's being worked through right now. As with most dark nights of the soul, it's coming into a new understanding of yourself, a new appreciation of yourself. Your personal power. So just setting the symbol to you. You can breathe it in, beautiful me love. Seeing yourself maybe as that radial point with the arrows going off in all 8 directions of the medicine wheel. Calling in those energies of protection and guidance from all the 8 directions. Ooh, that was nice. Let's see what this says. Share your voice. Come out of the cave, persecution and expression. So even though maybe, self-expression can be a hard one, especially for people who go through depression or these dark nights. I kind of equate them as the same, to be honest. Medication helped me get out of mine personally and other stuff. But like medication really needed to happen. Okay. And I think it's because I was living, I left like the Middle East where it's nice, beautiful, hot weather to like one of the coldest places in the world where it was dark all the time. So like neurochemically, I needed like a boost in a whole bunch of like things. And that's why medication helped. I don't know why I get hit by it so soon. Yeah, I would have been pretty young, like there's no numbers, age doesn't matter with any of this. So where can you share what's going on for you? Is it through therapy? Is it with a friend or someone that you trust? Is it journaling or blogging about it? Is it making a YouTube channel yourself and just talking about what's going on for you? And the worry about persecution can be very strong, especially when that's happened before. I'm sorry that you're going through this period and it feels like it's really heavy for you. Like it can be, and it can be very lonely. So as much as you might not want to be around people, like even you just being here today in this like collective energy, I think is going to be really supportive. Might not know how it's going to happen right now, but yeah, just sending you that love, sending you that love and that compassion and that space for you to just recognize who you are. Someone told me, because I felt stuck, she said I needed to rest and take time for yourself. Yeah. Which many people would say is the purpose of the dark night of the soul, because it really is like you go inside, you're doing nothing, you're in like your head. But it can be, when it gets to points of like self-harm or suicidal thoughts, obviously that was kind of what was going on for me. Like, you need to do something about it. Tell someone. You don't have to go through those darkness pieces on your own. But that rest is important, especially when we're going all the time. Oh my gosh. Well, you're going to have a task here. This one is a fun one. I actually have yet to do this one. So yeah. The duration of this task, beautiful me love, is as long as it takes. Okay. But count each grain of rice and lentil. Mix together a pile of uncooked rice and lentils and commit to the quantity that you pick, and separate and count each grain of rice and each lentil, keeping tally on a sheet of paper. So it's going to take you however long it takes you. Doing these practices puts you into an altered state where you can get new insights. So instead of just meditating, these are like doing menial tasks that create like a sense of just continual, the same sort of like body movements and whatever. And then from there, insights can come. So encouraging you to give that a try, and I'm sure after this, you'll gain some new sort of awarenesses for yourself that can aid in just sending you that energy of healing, and support. Also, you might be new to the channel because I don't think I've seen you before on here, but if you like, I believe there's like a fire meditation on here, or it might be on Insight Timer for depression. I keep using that word, and maybe you don't identify it as a depression, but that's personally, it's like there's something with the mood that happens. So just sharing that if you want to check it out, or some of the energy healings on the channel, or wherever you look for Reiki energy healing support for what you're going through, just sending you that love, that universal healing energy. And calling in your guides to support you, beautiful me love. Okay, I'm just going to plug my computer in. It's going to jump the screen, but better than us dying on here. Okay, I think it's plugging in. Yeah. Okay, DMA 1980. Let's see you. Yeah, you're welcome. Oh my gosh, you're welcome, beautiful, love me. Ooh, interesting. I love like different cards show up. Ooh, this is cool. We have a few different. We have the Knight of Cups, DMA. We have the Knight of Swords, and then we have the Ace of Swords. So emotions becoming transformative to a movement forward of the thoughts. And I'm getting the sense maybe you were like, maybe you had told someone something that was very vulnerable. Like if it was like a lover or a partner or a family member or something. You like wrote out there and were like bearing your heart. And maybe it wasn't taken very well. And then it was like, like I'm gonna cut you down, destroy you, whether it was that happened to you from the person that you were giving to their heart to or sharing your emotions, or because they rejected you or whatever, it maybe was transitioned to here. It's almost like a polarity happening. So you're being asked to really like balance the your thoughts here, DMA. I don't really know what these are. I'm getting a lot of the sense of like peace, you know. So if someone is trying to like come back with amends around whatever happened, I'm going to invite you to put the sword down and allow them to, okay, like trying for some of the forgiveness there. Oh, beautiful, me love. Yeah, you can come back next Monday. I also do private readings if that's something you would like to do. You can check out my website, deepmindsquared.com, and schedule something by contacting me through there. But yeah, I probably won't have time to do another reading today after this one because I will be leaving soon. I am going to do some energy work, get some energy work done on myself. Whoo, I'm getting like a freaking hot like flash out of nowhere. That was interesting. So DMA health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. So if you, see, I hate putting my laptop in. Apologies. It's the energies and the things just make it worse. I just felt like that flash of heat. So there's if your health is like being impacted right now, especially after something like this, it's like I'm feeling it's burning it out of you. Okay. So do what you need to take care of your physical body. Green energy, green light, I think can be really helpful. Yeah, like I feel like someone's really trying to like attack you almost, or has been with your, those people you don't need in your life. Forgive them, but you don't have to be around them. So it's not going to do you any good. We have the Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. So if you are someone that identifies with like a twin flame kind of energy, just know that this is like going to happen over and over and over again. And it has happened over and over and over again. You can call on your spirit guides, your like council of light and supporting ancestors to really guide you in what you want to create, especially in terms of relationships and your own body, your own wellness, your own mind. Okay. Let's see what this says. Yeah, there's a lot of energy moving for you, I feel. We have air even. So because I got dizzy, which is interesting, but air. It says, work with the element of air to cut through the core of a situation and see the truth. Yeah, if you're in a relationship with someone and it's not like, okay, I don't know. I have a thing on the channel about twin flame relationships, which we can get uber stuck in, but it's like super not healthy. We don't listen to our bodies, and then our bodies fucking do shit. We need to see the truth about it. We need to see the truth about what's going on and how that can like impact our life. And I'm just sending you the symbol of air, DMA, so that you can know how to use the sword to cut through and to get the truth out of what you need to. And the truth of like love that you really want to, you know? Yeah, the twin flame thing, in my personal journey and experience, people just want to get like, people want to get like stuck in relation. No, not stuck. People want to feel loved and connected. So they're finding it outside of oneself when it's all about the relationship with self. Okay. So the twin flame is in a way a soulmate. It's like someone that you have the soul contract with, but it doesn't mean that you have to be with them. In fact, my opinion is that you're not supposed to be with them. It's supposed to be that you learn about loving yourself so that you can take care of yourself, express yourself, know your boundaries, and set them in a healthy way. And I was in a twin flame relationship, and it was like a good like few years, and I finally had to be like it got bad, you know, in my opinion. Like, and it wasn't like, it was both people in it. Both people are the inducers of a lot of the energy that is not healthy energy. And I got to a place where it's just like this personal power was like, I do not need this person. This is not what I want. And then I had to be on my own for a good time after that. And it was hard and it was emotional, but like the emotional upheaval and ups and downs and all the chaos that existed in that relationship. Honestly, so glad that I said no. And it was hard. It's like literally an addiction. It's codependency. It's an addiction. Addiction to pain, addiction to all sorts of things. So let's get one of these cards for DMA. What can support them with? I'm in a twin flame dynamic and it's not healthy. It's off and on. Yeah. You know, and then we hold on to the fantasies of like, oh, and this and this and this. But, oh, I think there was a card there. Yeah. But in actuality, yeah, oh, so many things. I feel like maybe I've talked about the channel before, but the crappy childhood fairy, anything about limerence, all that stuff can be really helpful to learn about breaking past those codependent patterns. And it's a lifelong journey. I'm not at all saying that I'm like perfect at it. I still like go through like, oh my God, insecurities and blah, blah, blah. But I can tell you from just the last like 2-3 years how much I've grown. And coming from a relationship where I was like, this twin flame, this person is like my person. This is all that there is, like, to now, oh, like complete day and night. So don't lose hope. Do what's best for you. I like what you're saying. You're caring for yourself. You're seeing the truth, taking care of you. Yeah, good job working out today. Ooh, that's exciting because you deserve it. You do, DNA. You deserve to care for you, to be cared for, and to be loved, you know, by yourself and by others. Ooh, so we have this card. It's the Marina Abramovich method card. This one, the duration, you don't have to do it for this long, but she recommends 1 to 3 hours. Walk backwards with a mirror. Okay, that's crazy. Choose a location outdoors where you can safely walk backwards for 1 to 3 hours. Hold a small handheld mirror in front of your face and see your face and the route behind you at all times. Walk backwards using the mirror as your guide. Did you ever used to do that? But like we would like hold the mirror like this and then try to walk on the ceiling. I gotta like and try to jump over the door frames. I don't know, my sister and I used to do that all the time. It was fun. But this here, if you can do it outside, maybe there's like a wooded area near you, not by the roads, or there's like an open field or park, people are gonna like think you're absolutely nuts. But do it. Who cares what people think? Who cares? Being on the state of insanity, for the most part, I think can be very liberating. So yeah, walking backwards with the mirror for 1 to 3 hours. You used to hold a mirror and walk. Interesting, military. Yeah. Oh, fascinating. So there's something there. There's something there I think that can be really beneficial. It was confusing. Yeah, it like opens it. These things change our brain. All these weird sort of tasks and steps and whatever. There's something powerful about it. So yeah, it's just sending that out to you. Thanks for tuning in. Whew, I don't know like why I'm getting these heats. So let's just connect to the element of fire as we wrap this call up. I just want to thank each and every one of you for being here today, for taking part, or as Andrew likes to say, if you are lurking, which is totally fine. It's great to be in the collective energy together. It's just taking a few deep breaths. Just grounding yourself and just recognizing that today with the moon, this Monday, beginning of this week, for many people in the world, wherever you are, it doesn't really matter, but you see this now as like a resetting of your week. So inviting you to maybe just imagine or get a sense of what it would feel like for you, what it looks like for you to have a week of ease and joy and pleasure and excitement. Even if things seem like, oh, I have this huge project coming up, or this deadline, or I'm in this really challenging situation right now. Just inviting you to really feel and sense or see what could be possible for you. Maybe there's something in particular you would like to see happen. Know that you are the creator of your world, your universe. You are the magician. That you get to choose, and you can use different tools to begin to create the world you want. And it starts with inside of you, with the thoughts, with those swords, those minds. And it goes to the feeling of the appreciation, the gratitude, of what it would be like to have those things manifest. You doing what it is you love to be doing. And then taking the actionable step. So what is one actionable step? Just asking yourself that you can take for this week to get you closer on the path, bringing into the world what you would like to bring in. And just inviting you to imagine Archangel Uriel standing there holding 2 ears of corn. There he is in his abundance, holding the manifested product, sending you the symbols of that. You can see him in a green, sort of brown, russet color. Perhaps he's also holding a disc like the pentacle in the cards we were seeing today. And calling on that energy of fire to transmute anything that needs to be transmuted, that might be holding you in the places that you are, that you feel stuck in. Just letting it burn anything away, any attachments, any cords that no longer are contributing to your life. And so with that, I just want to thank each and every one of you for being here today. As I said, if you aren't already subscribed, you maybe missed out on getting a card, or have other questions you'd like to have. I do like personal readings. You can reach out to me on the website, deepmindsquared.com, and other healing stuff. But if not, subscribe. Hit the notification bell. That way you know when other videos come out. Every Monday I come on and do these sorts of intuitive guidance sort of practices and shares. Thursdays we have recorded videos that come out, and there's lots of fun things to do here. So just want to thank you all for being here, and until the next time, okay, have a lovely, lovely week.